There seems to be some folks in this Bears fan base that have this belief for whatever god awful reason that Rome Odunze sucks and he was the wrong pick at 9. They're talking Brian Thomas Jr. They're talking about Jared Verse. They're saying we should have drafted an offensive lineman, blah, blah, blah. Let me destroy this narrative real quick. Welcome back to Bears Yard. This your boy Vipe, and I cannot believe that only after his rookie season, we are having these types of conversations about my dude, Rome Odunze. So in 2024, Rome Odunze caught 54 passes for 734 yards, 3 touchdowns with a 13.6 yard per catch average. So not the worst stats in the world, but obviously for a guy that was picked number 9 in the draft, you will want to see him perform a little bit better. But we have forgotten everything that this Chicago Bears team had to endure in 2024. So let's go ahead and rewind and break it down for y'all so we can get this silly myth and narrative out of here. You do realize that Rome Odunze was the third option in this offense behind DJ Moore and Keenan Allen, right? You do realize that Rome Odunze play in an offense that performed the absolute worst magic trick I've ever seen an offense perform in NFL history when it made Cole Kmet disappear, right? You realize Rome Odunze played in an offense that saw its offensive coordinator fired, right? You realize Rome Odunze was playing in an offense that was operated by a rookie quarterback who got sacked 68 times, right? You realize Rome Odunze led the NFL in uncatchable air yards with 752 uncatchable air yards, right? Meaning that the ball was thrown to him for some 750 yards of passes that he had no chance of catching. Think about those pass interference calls where the ball grew uncatchable. Rome Odunze's yardage accounted for 750 of those yards that he simply could not even catch. And this was for a couple of reasons. Number one, Caleb Williams' deep ball was off last year. But number two, and more importantly, Caleb Williams was running for his life a lot last year, so he didn't really have enough time to set and throw an accurate ball more often than not. But we gonna gloss over all of that, right? Not to mention, Rome Odunze wasn't really used to his strength. Did you know that the homie Rome Odunze runs a 4.45 40? How many times do we see Rome Odunze just go vertical and try to outrun somebody last year? Not saying he's an absolute burner, but the man has speed. And one of his best attributes coming out of Washington was his ability to make contested catches. Most of his passes in college were contested catches. He caught 70% of contested catches in college, but we rarely saw the Bears utilize that in the NFL. Most of their passes were like awesome timing type deal or whatever the case may be, or him in the zone, but rarely did Caleb give Rome the opportunity to throw a 50-50 ball where Rome could go up and get it. Again, arguably, his greatest strength coming out of college. So after everything that I just highlighted, you tell me, y'all, which one of your saviors would have performed in those type of conditions? Is your Brian Thomas Jr. performing in those type of conditions? Is your Malik Neighbors performing in those type of conditions? Is your Marvin Harrison Jr. performing in those type of conditions? Probably not. I said it before, and I will say it again. This Bears offense was not a good situation for anybody last year. I don't care who it is. Even if Jaden Daniels came to the Chicago Bears last year, he would not have had the season that he had in Washington because the Bears offense and the Bears coaching was atrocious. It was trash. It did not set up anybody for success. So to make a blanket statement after his rookie year that Rome Odunze sucked, given everything that I just laid out, is nothing more than just absolute garbage hot take that people that aren't educated and didn't watch the game like I did. But I mean, if you want to talk about somebody who truly sucked, my dude Carl left a comment on my recent video and he says, at 63 years old, I could catch more than 36 yards of passes. And he's talking about Gerald Everett, who absolutely sucked last year, and he sucked so bad the Bears should cut him. But I'll talk more about that in this video right here.